meditation or music?
Music itself is a meditation.
Most underrated health habit.
Inconsistent sleep pattern.
What does wellness mean to you in one sentence? Hi everyone and welcome back to Sundays with Kumud over a cup of coffee. Today's conversation is all about wellness beyond skincare and treatments. Joining me is Pallavi Gulati, a yoga educator and wellness coach who has spent over 8 years helping people create healthier, calmer and more balanced lives. Hi Pallavi, welcome to Wellness on Headmasters.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So we often spend so much time on our skincare, but how much do yoga and nutrition actually impact on our skin health?
I would take these topics differently. Separately, as yoga, I would talk about first. Yoga, what it does is internal detoxification of the body. So until and unless the body is detoxified from inside, you cannot see the external results. So how does it help? Kriyas, then asanas, then pranayams. These three aspects of yoga helps in the internal detoxification of the body. Like kriyas mein aa gaya hamara Mukhadoti, Agni Sara Kriya, then there is Shankar Prakshalana Kriya. All these internally detoxify the organs of the body. And then comes the asana part, bending backward, forward, then twisting ourselves. All these detoxify. जैसे हम body को निचोड़ रहे होते हैं to flush out the toxins out from the body. And then pranayams, how does it help? Like we do Anulom Vilom Pranayam, Kapal Bharti Pranayam. What they do is Anulom Vilom Pranayam, we have 72,000 nadis in the body. So for the detoxification of those 72,000 nadis, we use pranayam technique like Anulom Vilom. For the detoxification of the lungs, again we use Kapal Bharti Pranayam. For releasing the stress from the body, we do Bhramari Pranayam. So all these factors together impact the skin health and your internal health. So taking the nutrition aspect, I would say three things are very important.
Okay.
Where you're sourcing your nutrition from, what you are taking in consumption, and how you are consuming the food. All these three factors plays a very important role. So what does happen is from where we are sourcing, like organic food matters. Okay, good healthy nutrition matters. Then the second thing, what we are consuming, we should know what nutrients are important for our body, minerals, calcium. All these things are very important for the body. Then the third thing is how we are consuming the nutrition. How we are consuming, like today we are using gadgets, we're sitting in front of TVs and we are consuming
Everybody
our food.
is doing that.
So that's not mindful consuming of your food. Mindful eating only happens when you're sitting with the food, you're giving your all in that moment and you're making a relation with your food basically. So all these things matter. Then the vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin E in the body matters. Vitamin C like berries में, citrus fruit में, वो हेल्प करता है हमारे कोलेजन सिंथेसिस के लिए. तो वो again is very important for the skin health. Then the fatty acids aspect.
So according to you, does the timing of the food also matter?
Definitely it does. It is said
more or less. I've heard people after coming from the work, they are like शाम को हमें बहुत भूख लगती है and they're just eating everything जो भी आप खा रहे हैं.
That is what I was talking about mindful eating.
Right.
Mindful eating, right time पे हाँ, I won't say if you're coming late you should not eat. It's not the fact. You should eat but mindfully. जितना आपके body को चाहिए 80-20% rule that should be followed. You should not fill your stomach 100%. 80% you should fill. 20% should be kept in. So these factors are important. Again, the fatty जो आपके good fats होते हैं, they are very important क्योंकि they lock the hydration in the body. तो उसकी वजह से inflammation भी reduce करते हैं. हमारी skin की health के लिए again it is very good. So this is how nutrition and yoga both are very important.
So what is the biggest mistake people make when they start their wellness journey according to you?
Biggest mistake I would say people make is they're just working on the physical aspect. They're not working on the mental aspect, emotional aspect, and the third is spiritual aspect. So all these things are not covered. Physical aspect, like they'll join gym, they'll join a yoga class, but they're not taking care of their nutrition.
Right.
Again, the sleep pattern is not good.
I guess that affects
the people most. If you're not sleeping on time properly, your body is not getting that rest to recover.
I guess that even I have experienced it. Till the time your body is not at rest, so बाकी पूरे दिन का clock भी सही नहीं होता.
Exactly. You need that stamina, you need that health, and your body need that rest period. And it is said from 10 to 2, the timing between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. is very much important for people to sleep at that time, because at that time your body is recovering throughout the day, जितना भी उसने exert किया, it is that time is the recovering time for the body.
And most of them are sleeping after that.
So these are the changes one must take care as well.
Perfect. And yoga actually can change the way your body is reacting to stress, anxiety, and those everyday situations what we're already talking about. So how can we just live with it? Like, is it something which we actually need to change every day, or there's some particular ritual that one should follow on the regular basis?
See, I would say, very good question, first of all. But with a regular and continuous practice of yoga, only this thing can be achieved. Not with few days of yoga, you can see a change in a person. Yes, definitely it does happen. Change does happen with continuous practice. It does happen. Rather than reacting to the situation, you start responding to the situations, I would say. Because what happens is, while we practice yoga, what happens, it calms our mind. That everybody knows, it calms our mind. How it activates, somehow stimulates the vagus nerve in the body. And the vagus nerve is a very complex nerve that connects in the nervous system, that connects your brain to the other system of the body. So it basically reset your whole body from the fight and flight mode to rest and digest mode. So either when we are calm, we get clarity, and with clarity one responds taking time and in a better way. But again, as I said, you need time for this and continuous practice, then only change
That
happens.
consistency is important.
If you want an example, I have a very good example for this. There are two bowls, like one bowl contains water, another bowl contains rice. So when we shake the bowl one that has rice will spill out. The another bowl that has water, the water will spill out. So the similar way, what happens is, whatever you contain inside, if you're calm from inside, you won't react with anger, or you won't react immediately out of frustration, hate, anything, any negative aspect. So once you're very calm, you will deal with the situation nicely and calm. So whatever you have inside spills out when you're triggered.
No, everybody knows that, but somebody has to come and follow up those things, right? Okay. So if somebody is watching right now, what like 10 minutes if you want to invest in their day. So what could be that practice?
10 minutes is a very short period of time.
But still, somebody who's just like trying to figure out कि मेरे को
I would
कुछ
say
करना
go
है.
for Surya Namaskar. Keep your eyes closed and just follow Surya Namaskar under expert guidance. If you can follow Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar, basically, Surya is a source of energy. So it gives your body a good energy to follow throughout the day as well.
Right.
And plus, Surya Namaskar, what it does is, it covers all aspects. It covers your asanas,
Right.
pranayams, mudras, bandhas, everything, even your meditation.
But again,
aspect.
that has to be done with the
Under
right guide.
Right guidance. Exactly, breath and body coordination is very much important in Surya Namaskar if you're doing it.
Exactly, somebody, they're just looking at the videos and doing it, just the postures they are doing, but maybe
No.
that is also not correct at times. And
Maybe
breathing,
if you,
I guess,
if you want to
plays a very-
learn it first properly, and then you can practice it 10 minutes daily at your pace.
That's interesting thing. And like, what is the one thing that people should actually start immediately for better health?
I would say mindfulness and being present. Again, if you're mindful with your practices, mindful eating, mindfully working out as well. So not only one aspect, everything, being mindful and being present will help you a lot. This is the first thing you need to do.
That everybody in this world reaches now. Okay, so I'll be having a very quick rapid fire round. So you can just give me whatever. We'll be very quick with this, okay? So first thing is yoga or gym.
Both are important, but for me, yoga.
Okay, sunrise or sunset.
Sunrise, as I'm a morning person.
Meditation or music.
Music itself is a meditation practice.
Coffee or herbal tea.
I would prefer herbal.
And I'm a coffee person, but I cannot say
We are
that.
on coffee with Kumud.
Right.
Exactly.
So one pose everyone should do daily.
One, again, Surya Namaskar.
And one wellness myth you want to bust.
To lose weight, one should count calories. I would prefer one should work on nutrition aspect and controlling the calories, not counting the calories.
Right. Most underrated health habit.
Most underrated health. Inconsistent sleep pattern.
We spoke about this now. One thing that is more important than diet.
I would say holistic nutrition.
If
And working on all the aspects, physical, emotional,
and spiritual.
and mental, all the aspects.
Right. If wellness had one secret ingredient, what it would be?
Your food is not just a fuel, but it's a medicine.
Right, well said. Okay, so complete the sentence. Good health is not about.
Good health is not about how you weigh on a weighing machine, how much you weigh on a weighing machine, but how you feel. If you're feeling healthy, if you're feeling fit, if you're feeling light, and if you're feeling energetic, then you are a healthy person.
So if some people tell you that you're like, I feel drained, but I don't have any weight gain, my BMI is perfect, whatever. So these could also be the symptoms which you're talking about, that it is showing that body is depleting, right?
Yeah.
Like
You should check your vitals then. In that case, maybe your nutrition level is something like missing. Other than that, if you still feel, then go for energetic yoga practices.
Okay, so this is the last thing. What does wellness mean to you in one sentence?
Wellness means to me holistic nutrition, as I talked about, holistic aspect, like considering and integrating all physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of our life.
Thank you. This was a very insightful session, and I'm glad with all the questions. Thank you, Pallavi, for joining us and sharing such valuable insights. If there's one thing to take away from today's conversation, it's this: wellness doesn't have to be complicated. Small, consistent habits can create meaningful changes. Take a deep breath, move your body, and make time for yourself this week. And I'll see you next Sunday over a cup of coffee.